What's up guys, what is up, and welcome back to another episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. And today, I have another history lesson in store for you guys. So, we've talked about the Romans, we've talked about the Greeks under Alexander the Great, and we have talked about Egypt themselves. Now, we are gonna fast forward a couple hundred, potentially a couple thousand years, and go on to the reign of Napoleon. So, Napoleon Bonaparte, known mainly for being short and also some military stuff, was the key to what he was able to do. And a lot of his army was his cannons. So, to begin with, I'm going to be just employing a bunch of cannons and demonstrating to you exactly how this worked. In front of the cannons, we will get our usual group of cannon fodder. There we go, because that is what he did. He actually took citizens, put them out in the middle of the battlefield, and for his own use. He also employed the use of ghosts in his cannons. Little known fact, and oh my god. Oh, well, ripperoni. He actually employed ghosts occasionally in the use of his cannons. It was more of a rare tactic, to be honest. That guy's about to... Oh, he got a face full of whatever the hell cannons are full of. Oh my god, what the hell was he aiming for there? And, oh... Friendly fire much. Okay, that... Oh, double kill. Jesus Christ. One cannon left. Napoleon, I believe in you. You should probably shoot that cannon. Oh, well, rip that guy. Alright, cannon. Amazing. The cannon might actually win this. Okay, no, never mind. He doesn't know how to aim. And also, this man over here has broken his bow. He forgot how to use his bow. He was hit with the memory wipe potion. And due to the fact that there is not a person manning this... Wow. What took us an episode to struggle with, Napoleon Bonaparte was able to conquer in one episode. Napoleon, my applause to you. You were truly a great man, and your shortness was your biggest strength. Look at that. Napoleon, thank you. Thank you, Napoleon. All right, we're going to continue with the tactics of Napoleon because Napoleon has not failed us yet. Napoleon will not fail us. Okay, never mind. That guy may have died. No, we got more. Oh my god. No, it's the Egyptians. Oh god. Oh no. Okay, well, we were not ready for the Egyptians. We were not ready for the Egyptians. All right, well, I do believe that Napoleon can ultimately defeat these Egyptians, but it is going to take a lot of work, a lot of strategy. So what we'll do is 2 cannon crews in the back and have ourselves a bunch of shieldmen up front. And the shieldmen will hopefully take the brunt of the blast, and then our cannons in the back will be able to expand upon it. Potentially get ourselves some poachers too. Up here to kind of like get a front line, maybe like some flanks of poachers, because poachers are relatively formidable foes, and as usual, the offering of a single peasant. And we'll see how this battlefield goes. They're just getting run through, they're getting raffle stomp. Oh, yeah, that was a raffle stomp if I've ever seen one. Wow. Egyptians are OP, they need a nerf, unless all those chariots kill each other, which they realistically might. Our poachers might be what win us this battle. Nope, our poachers are gonna get run over. Wow, this was Halo. Those chariots would be getting hella splatter medals. When did we put a shield down? I guess we did put a shield down. Oh, actually, yo! These tactics might ultimately work if our poacher knows where to fire his arrows. He does not know where to fire his arrows. He's really, really dead. Yeah. Well, you know, it was kind of close, actually. Surprisingly close. Unless this shield is the reincarnation of Captain America, or Captain America took a time machine back to help Napoleon out. He may have. Alright, so there's still time. Anyways, while this battle ensues. So what Napoleon, during his rise to power, one of his initial kind of uses and why the cannon is so important in him is that originally he had to handle a domestic uprising. And these guys are like holding hands or something. I don't know what kind of tactic that is. Oh no, our guy's getting hunted down. Turn! So he did have to handle a domestic uprising. Now, during that handling, right... the citizens were storming. This was during the Revolution of France, the French Revolution, and citizens were storming a certain area. There was a mob, and Napoleon gave the order to his cannoneers to fire, open fire on these people, and so they did. And also, we're gonna travel back in time, maybe employ ourselves some chariots here, and then we'll get the usual peasant cannon fodder. Again, you can't go wrong with peasant cannon fodder, man. You really can't. Now, they're gonna be firing. This is going kind of okay. Yeah, I mean, if we got... Ooh, our cannons might do a little bit of work. Our cannons are doing work. Our chariots... Oh no, they have ghost riders. They have ghost riders. Oh god, rip. That's when you know you're really screwed when the Ghost Riders come out. But he did have to open fire on this crowd, and ultimately that would, I don't remember when that was. It was like 1790s or something. That would ultimately lead to his, I'm gonna try to like maybe space them out this time. Have, I don't know what really works well with them. Maybe like a couple of units of shields here and there. That's ultimately like what you want, is multiple units, because you want them to attack different areas, and then we'll get some peasant units here or there, and then we just want our cannons to do work while these guys are shot at. So there we go. We got different legions, and as long as they can absorb the blast, they absorbed shit. They actually absorbed nothing. Wow. I kind of might want to re-employ the chariots. Actually, no. Our shields are going up and doing there's you know, this could buff out. This could buff out if that chariot doesn't yeah, you know, Napoleon up in these higher tier levels is going to be able to defeat multiple. This is unheard of, unprecedented. Jesus Christ, Napoleon defeating the Egyptians. He is obviously the greater civilization. France, viva la France. Yeah, okay, unless the swords guy gets the better of us, but we got numbers with our shields, unless this cannon is the stupidest friendly fire guy I've ever seen. I believe we have this. I do have strong hope that we do. Please do not stand in front of the cannon, Mr. Shield. Well, this, he's gonna die, isn't he? Yep, well, rip that guy. So, the cannoneers were not always the best cannoneers. If this guy is able to outmaneuver this cannon, that's gonna be amazing. Please, shoot him in the face! Shoot him in the face! You missed. You actually just missed. Wow. Well, this could go awfully. We got 3 shields, 1 swordsman, and that swordsman has taken out a lot of people. So I don't know how I feel about this. Come on, take him out. Take him out. Rush him. Rush him. Meh. 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 Will we do? Oh. Jesus Christ. He might actually pull off the greatest comeback in history. Please survive, Shieldman. Please survive. Turn around. Face him. But yeah, so during the 1790s, he did actually have to open fire on that crowd. This man is busy humping a tree currently, but he did have to open fire on that crowd and kill innocent civilians. However, it did help solidify the little government that was available in France during that revolution and solidify it. I think that was during the Reign of Terror, actually. And then ultimately, through gaining power, Napoleon was able to rise to power. He was exiled in like the 1816 or something. Then he came back for like a couple months. Then the people of Europe were like, oh, hell nah. And then they kind of kicked him back out to even more remote of an island, which was depressing, dude. He was on a remote island. Then they shipped him off to like an island off the coast of Africa. Victory! And that island, if you think you know, like, I talk about like the Midwest as like pretty bumblefucky, right? Napoleon was in the bumblefuck of bumblefuck. It was insane, and we got 3,000 money. Let's make Napoleon proud, shall we? That's how we open up our battles. We have Napoleon. We must please. Let's get a lot of cannons. Napoleon, this one's for you. We have our legions of cannons. Oh, they have ballistas. It's the Romans. Oh, too bad. There's gonna be a lot of cannons. We should really shoot those cannons soon. Wow, that was not as good as I expected. Please take these guys out. Nice, nice. Oh, shoot down those lines of men. Oh my god, they're getting mowed down for Napoleon! Napoleon! Yes! Look at what they're able to do! Napoleon is gonna win like 3 levels. Guys, I think we may have proved that Napoleon was hella OP today. Yeah, what the hell is that guy doing back there with that ballista? Is he dancing? I don't know, those ballistas, whoop, well, rip that guy. Those ballistas are deadly, and if they do hit us in a group, we might sustain some big damage. So this is down to the wire here. Get a shot on the ballistas, please. Please. Oh, we might die. We're probably, I don't like our chances here. No, can we please? How is that? Okay, that ballista's dead. Please shoot off your cannon a little bit. 1v1. Civilization versus civilization. I think we lost. Very close. We're gonna keep on using the cannons. The cannons have not yet failed us. But yeah, so during that, Napoleon came back for a couple months, then Europe's like, yeah, no, he gets exiled back. And then ultimately he spends his days on that island, but while he was on that island, he began rebuilding his cannons yet again, along with researching the marvels of time travel. And ultimately, he was actually able to travel forward a little bit in time. It wasn't a lot. It's like the time travel tech then was still relatively like new and not the best in the world, right? Oh my god, just watching them get mowed down by cannonballs is the greatest thing ever. But the time travel tech back then was relatively new, and oh dude, there's literally 1 of them left. Come on, we can do this. 6 cannons, 1 ballista. Come on. Alright, he fell. Everyone's still alive. Okay, he fell. Okay, so as it turns out, the dead bodies of their adversaries are more deadly than their ballistas, which is a... Wow, they're just getting pushed back. Jesus Christ, what is that thing doing? That thing is loco. All right, if that thing gets a shot in the middle of us, we're screwed. Okay, dude, the thing is upside down. It's attempting to be a helicopter. Victory! The hordes of Napoleon are greater than the hordes of Attila. Look at that. The cannon crews continue their reign. I don't care what the hell it is. We got cannons, we got crews. Okay, if they're that far... Is that a general in the back? Who the hell is that derp? Is that chickens? Does he have chickens? What the... What? What the hell? He just has chickens, dude. Why does he just have chickens? Oh my god. Okay, that guy was able to get to our cannons a little bit too early. That was kind of bad. Alright, but yeah, after that, Napoleon decided to go back and challenge Attila, following Attila's victory over Alexander. Shortly after, so when Attila's going back to his home city known as, or going back to his court, Attila's court, that is when he decides to challenge Attila using his cannons. And the hordes of Attila are no match for these cannons, however. And he does ultimately and unfortunately fall. And we should really take out these guys and their rolling chickens. Can I spawn those chickens in? How do I... Is that like just the farmer? How's that work? Jesus Christ, these spearmen are lethal. Yeah, well, ripperoni. Oh my god, those chickens are insane. But ultimately, Napoleon does do that and actually defeats Attila and then disguises himself as Attila. I know, I'm dropping some insane facts on you guys. But he then takes Attila's clothing after murdering him, disguises himself as Attila, and then he goes back to try and rule the ancient world that just conquered Greece, because Napoleon was power hungry. He's always wanted power, and to take Attila's would be like his wet dream. Unfortunately for him, the soldiers were able to see through his disguise, mainly because he was about a foot shorter than Attila. And they were like, yeah, I don't think Attila suddenly lost about a foot in height. So they saw through the ruse and ultimately killed him in his sleep. And then that is when Genghis Khan rose to power. Something like that. I don't remember. That's when the Mongols came through. So it was like the Huns at first, they conquered, and then that whole power vacuum led to the Mongols coming in with their hordes and being the next great nomadic people. Now we're gonna travel back in time, borrow ourselves a little bit of Egyptian technology, and of course the classic Roman technology of peasant sacrifice. And we're gonna see how this goes with our chariots, because they are in hordes. Our chariots should be able to just mow through them. Yeah, look at that. Egypt OP. Egypt OP. Jesus Christ. Okay, our peasants are continuing to attempt to do work. We might... I don't know. There we go. Oh, geez. Okay, well, we can't exactly see. It's blocked out the sun. It literally just got shadier. My god. Okay, are these chickens actually, like, lethal? I'm scared for these chickens. Oh, my god. Those chickens are insane. They're like suicide bombers. Oh, my god. That's awful. They just rapidly roll towards you, and then boom. You're dead. Okay, we'll try to get 3 cannon crews then, and then we gotta defend against those chickens, and we can do that with probably just an army of footmen here, something like that, right? And we'll get a couple rows of footmen and take things from there, and that should be relatively good. I like our odds here. So ultimately, that is how Napoleon did come to his end, and how the Mongols actually rose to power during or after Attila was butchered, and there was just kind of a bunch of hordes that didn't know what they wanted to do in life. And that is how it ended. And I'm scared for these chickens, because these chickens will... we can't actually take out these chickens. And one chicken just destroys us. How do I get these chickens? Is that like the farmer? If so, I want to spawn in this farmer, because this guy is OP and I need him. He just has chickens. Like, seriously, chickens. Is he the farmer? I'm just gonna have a bunch of farmers if that's the thing. Play. No, they have pikes. How do I get the chicken man? What the hell? Okay, out of curiosity, can I use him in sandbox? Where is the chicken man? What the hell? The chicken man is impossible. Shenanigans. I think if it wasn't Attila, or if it wasn't the men of Attila who ultimately defeated Napoleon, he would fall. If he ever went back to his country, he would ultimately fall to the peasants themselves as their chickens rolled towards his cannons and defeated them with intense viciousness. It's truly just, Jesus Christ, it was something to watch. We'll get just a couple legions of spearmen here and see how this goes. Maybe this will do the trick. I don't know. Again, I just want to continue using the cannons because Napoleon has continued to do us good, and I believe. However, I don't... Napoleon isn't good at taking out groups. He's good at taking out, like, lines of people. So we might want to go back to ballistas and do some damage to these groups. Oh, we killed the farmer. Unfortunately, his chickens will avenge him, and we have little to no hope here. Nope, no, we do not. Those chickens are brutal. My God. Alright, we might try to redo these tactics with ballistas. After that, we might call it a day and try to think of something new. If we ever can't defeat a level, I would also appreciate suggestions for that from you guys. Not only suggestions for sandbox, seriously, if you have any suggestions you want to do here, next episode, I believe, is when we kind of start messing with this. If you have any suggestions for that? No, not new game! Well, that just happened, so we'll mess around with sandbox a little bit, because we're gonna have to go through, what? Can I, like, really, dude? Like, really? Although, I don't mind watching this small orgy happen, and that sounds really weird out of context, but I don't mind it. I'm still really sad we gotta get back to up to level 10, but at least this time we know that Napoleon's tactics will not fail us and we can just use Napoleon up until the point when we win everything. So let's do exactly that. We'll get a farmer in there for good measure, and let's go. Cannons, I believe in you. There's gonna be a lot of friendly fire. Oh no, that's a catapult. I thought for sure. Oh, this catapult might do some work though. Real talk? No, we should use the ballista if anything. I think the ballista is better. Oh, this might be like bowling here. Whoop! Ah, we got a spare, not a strike. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know why catapults cost so much. They are easily one of the worst things we could actually use. I guess they have a lot of health. I don't know. I'm really bummed about that. What the hell? I'm gonna have to catch up with that on my own time, but I'll use the cannon. Let's get a ballista. I think a ballista might be really good in this situation, and then behind the ballista, or in front of the ballista, we'll have a bunch of footmen, I guess. We'll just have like a group of footmen to kind of draw in fire and have them all kind of flock towards the middle, and then our ballista can do a bunch of explosive damage and watch them crash and burn. Yeah, that's what I like to see. That's what I like. Keep them occupied, men. Oh, big hit. Jesus Christ, these are big hits. This is like more effective bowling, if you ask me. Big hits. Big hits are getting too close, though. We might want to like take them out here kind of soon, Mr. Legionnaire. Yeah, okay, they got too close. It was going well, though. Anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's history lesson about Napoleon, and as you saw, Napoleon was indeed a great leader and great commander of his army. Unfortunately, he did eventually fall, and if it wasn't to Attila, or if it wasn't to Attila's men, the chickens back home would have got him. But next time when we return, I will catch up get back up to level 10 in my free time, and then we will continue on down with our history lesson and continue learning about the great civilizations and the great armies of this world. But that is going to do it for me for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys have yourselves an awesome day. Hopefully if you weren't having an awesome day, this video could help you. And if it didn't brighten up your day at all, I hope you can do something. So at the end of the day, I want you guys to look back on your day and be like, you know, today was a good day. Be like Ice Cube. Today was a good day. But other than that, it's gonna do it for me. I'm starting to get a little bit nasally, so it's about time I finish talking anyways. And for real, thank you guys for all the supports on this series. It's been insane. The likes and the comments are just like, I could never imagine that we would get this many. I still can't believe how many episode 1 has at this point, and it's just like, holy crap. You guys are amazing for doing that, and I love to remind you. I know it's cliche to do, but I wish there was a more sincere way of doing it, but for real, the support's been insane, and just thank you guys. It seriously brings a smile to my face that at least I like to think that I can bring a smile to yours. But other than that is going to go ahead and do for me. That is our lesson about Napoleon class. Next episode we return, and the civilization we learn about is, I don't really know. However, stay tuned for tomorrow's history lesson, because it's going to be a good one. I hope. Gonna have to do a lot of research here, because I mean, I'm starting to run out of civilizations, but there's been a lot of civilizations, a lot of great generals, and lots of units in the world. We will figure it out. And also in the comment section down below, any sandbox things, and also any sandbox things you want to see, and also don't forget any civilizations you might want to see in all their greatness. But that's gonna go ahead and do for me. Thank you for watching Totally Accurate Battle Simulator and my Totally Accurate History class, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next Totally Accurate episode.